Good morning. Please open your books to page 116 and 117. Today, we will be talking about information questions in the present tense and the past tense. We have talked about information questions before, so this should be review for you. Let's start on page 116 at the top here. So information questions start with who, what, when, where, why, and how. When we have the verb be, so is, am, and are, we put that right after it, matching it with the object of the sentence. So where is the library? The library is a it subject, so it is next to the gym is our answer. Okay, so I would like you to pause the video now, read over the chart by yourself, and answer questions 1 through 5 in your notebook. Go over these questions with the teacher when you're done to make sure that you have them right. Moving on. Now we will talk about the past tense. So the past tense is just the same as the present tense, except you're switching the verb to match was or were depending on the object. So when was the party? Remember the party is an it, so it was. So we need to have was here. When was the party? Where were you yesterday? So now I would like you to take time in your notebook to answer 1 through 5 here. When you're finished, please check with the teacher to make sure they are correct. Moving on, please go to page 117. We'll start at the top here. Now this time we're using any other verb. We're going to use do. So we're not using is, am, or are here. So now when we have like the verb want, we need to put does or do with it. So who does Maria want to call? She wants to call her sister. So remember, anytime you have a verb or an action that is not to be, remember to be is, am, or are, you're going to use does. So most of your information questions have do or does. Okay? Take some time now to read over this chart to remember what we learned about information questions with do, and then answer questions 1 through 5. When you're done, please go over this with the teacher to check your answers. Let's move on now to the last section of these pages, information questions with do in the past tense. When you have the past tense, you do the same thing as the present tense, except you just use the word did. This one's easy because you never need to change it from anything else. It's just did. Whether it's does or do, the past tense is always did. So now I would like you to write a conversation about your dinner last night, or if you can't remember that, anything that happened last night. Make a question and then write the answer. When you're done with that, you can practice with a partner. You can ask them the question and see what their answer is. Before you start asking your partner, please check with the teacher to make sure you wrote your questions correctly, so you're asking your partner correctly. When you're finished with this, please complete the pages in your workbook. Ask your teacher what pages to complete. Have a good weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Actually, we don't have school on Monday. We'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.